What's up, YouTube? Back with another video about Japanese today. And today we're going to be talking about the kana system, or the three different alphabets that they use in Japanese, and how you can learn them, what their use is, I guess why it's important, and yeah. Why should we learn any alphabet to a new language? Well, in my opinion, whenever you're trying to learn a different language, you need some type of base to go off of, whether that be, learning simple phrases, just how to get around, how to introduce yourself, which I have videos on, by the way. Check those out. But for me, I think that if a language has a different alphabet system, then learning that is a great way to kind of take that first step into the language. And that's how it was for me as well. Before I studied many words and grammar principles, I studied Hiragana and Katakana. These are two alphabets that are primarily used, well, they're used all throughout Japan, along with the kanji characters. Essentially, Hiragana and Katakana are both just symbols or kana characters that represent a certain sound. And when you put those sounds together, you can create words and grammar principles and kanji characters, things like that. But essentially, through these characters, you can figure out the pronunciation for every single Japanese word, which is fantastic. I'm going to be putting a chart in the description below, and on that chart it shows your a, I, U, E, O, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, all of those basic ones, as well as the different combinations that can be created with like the ya, you, and yo characters. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll explain and perhaps even make another new video if there's enough questions about the same thing. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So hiragana consists of, I believe, 45 characters, as well as katakana, and the wonderful thing about it, the only difference between the two is just the look of the characters. So both hiragana and katakana all contain symbols that represent sounds, but the sounds, the 45 different sounds, I guess you call it different, are the exact same sounds that are used in katakana and that are represented by those characters. So although the characters look different, if you can remember the sound of one, then when you learn this new one, you don't have to memorize a new sound, you just memorize the new character. Essentially, the only difference between the usage of hiragana and katakana is that hiragana is used for pretty much everything, just regular, very simple words, for things called particles, and also for honorifics and things like that. You're going to see hiragana characters, and katakana is really only seen for foreign words. So for example, the word banana in Japanese can be said as banana, right? So you're saying it with the Japanese pronunciation, but also because that word was, I guess, taken from the English, it's borrowed from the English language, it uses the katakana characters. So that's pretty much the only difference. You'll see it in some other situations as well, but for now, the best thing to do is to focus on the hiragana characters, how those work, and once you learn and memorize how each of those things sound, everything else will kind of click and make a lot more sense. The beauty of Japanese is that when you hear, like, for example, tetsudao, like a word like kind of like to help or to assist somebody, you can break that up into te, tsu, da, u. You can break that up into the 4 syllables, and you can write each one of those, the corresponding characters, and you made the word. Fantastic, right? So you don't have to learn how to write everything perfectly, although I believe that writing them helps bring them into your mind. Now, when I learned the Japanese kana systems, I studied them by writing them over and over and over. So yeah, when I learned this, I was basically just doing it off of memorization, just writing something over and over. And I think one of the best ways to do it is just, practice is obviously what's going to make you, I guess, fluent with the writing. So yeah, just take a little bit of time out of each day and write. Maybe just do 5 at a time. Do a, I, U, E, O. Learn those all in 1 or 2 days, and practice that throughout the week. And then the next day, or maybe 2 days later, jump on the ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, sa, shi, su, se, so, things like that. And then just continue it, and just with a little bit of practice a day, I promise you, you can learn the kana syllabary of Japanese. Yes, yes, yes! Oh yeah! Okay, so if you check out that website, you get a lot of good help on how to learn the alphabets, very visual, and also make sure you practice writing it. And through that, it's going to help your pronunciation significantly and help you kind of understand Japanese as a whole a little bit better. So I recommend doing that. Write little notes to yourself. Keep watching more of my videos to learn how to make different words and how to use grammar correctly so that you can actually start speaking Japanese as well. And if you have any questions, as always, just put that in the comment box below. I will get back to you as fast as I can. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later. Signing out.